All right, it's a pretty big Friday. I mean, we got Jays playing in Game 6 against the LA Dodgers. Let's go, Jays. Please win the World Series. And it's Halloween, but better yet, it's Bad Deck Friday on a Halloween. So, we got to play a spooky ghost deck. The spookiest Bad Deck Friday deck yet. So, welcome back, everybody, to your Pokemon TCG Bad Deck Friday episode. Yeah, today we're looking at my Drifblim Drifloon combo deck, which got an upgrade with the help of Wondrous Patch. So, I'm like, we got to revisit this archetype. It's been a while since I've played it, since it came out in Stellar Crown. But, of course, the idea of the deck is Drifblim is your main attacker with everyone explode now for 1 psychic energy. You do 50 damage for each of your Drifloon and Drifblim in play, but then you have to do 30 damage to each of your Drifloon and Drifblim. Now, thankfully, this attack does do a lot of damage. You do 200 damage, but you also get to damage your own Drifloon. And we all know there's a Drifloon in the format that you can self-damage with Balloon Blast. It is 30 damage for each damage counter on this Pokemon. So if you can build up a bunch of damage with Drifblim's attack, eventually Drifloon's Balloon Blast can do a ton of damage. We can give the Drifloon more HP with something like Bravery Charm, but we also have Relicanth, which technically we can evolve the Drifloon into Drifblim, and then that Drifblim can take 120 damage, which is more damage than with a Bravery Charm on it. And then we can use Relicanth to allow us to do 360 damage with Balloon Blast. Now, this does unfortunately have to be Bad Deck Friday, because this deck does struggle against spread decks that use cards like Munkidori and Phantom Dive, and it's a one-prize deck. It does a lot of damage in the late game with Drifloon, but the Drifblim is not hitting hard enough. Now, I'm still going to play my own Munkidori in the deck, because Adrenaline Brain is actually still pretty good to let us get more damage on the board, but also allows us to heal our Drifloon if we're ever in a situation where the opponent can knock out the or if your Drifloon gets knocked out, by Drifblim's attack, you can Munkidori to try to get around and heal that. I thought about playing Picnic Basket, but I think Monkey is just overall a better card to play, because you can also use Adrenaline Brain to do more damage effectively. This actually is pretty good. It kind of helps with Drifblim not really doing a lot of damage. It's not hard to get Dark Energy into play with the help of Wondrous Patch, which is what really made me want to revisit this deck. And since it's a Ghost special deck, it made it a perfect Halloween Bad Deck Friday deck. Wondrous Patch allows you to attach a basic Psychic Energy from discard pile to one of your bench Psychic Pokemon. This allows you to easily build up Drifloon's Balloon Blast. It does require 2 energy attachment to do so you can go attach plus Wondrous Patch, build up the Drifloon, and build up Balloon Blast in a single turn, which is quite awesome. This is the list I've cooked up here with the help of Max Rod, Super Rod, Tulip. It's pretty easy to chain and spam the board with these Balloon Pokemon. Now, before we get in the video, big shout out to the sponsor, Card Cavern TCG. If you're looking to get any Pokemon TCG pack codes, get them over at Card Cavern. If you're looking for the main set right now, Mega Evolution, or you want to get any older set codes, IRL singles, product, Card Cavern sells all of that over on their website. You can go over there at the checkout. Use my discount code LDF for a 5% discount on your order. Help the channel. Help yourself out. And up a Card Cavern. Shout out Card Cavern. Check them out. Link in the description. Also, shout out to my second sponsor, TC Evolutions. You want to get the awesome product they sell on their website. Their dice, their damage counters, ability markers. They got great stuff that you want to be using when playing IRL Pokemon TCG Tabletop. Check them out. The link will be down below. Use code LDF over at TC for 10% at the checkout. Shout out to sponsors. Link will be down below in the description if you want to help support the channel. Also, link down below is my second channel with even more content from me. And why not, while you're down there, why not sub here to the main channel? I'd also greatly appreciate it. We're on the road to 90K/100,000 subs here on the main channel. So here is the deck list that I've got for the Drifblim deck. I am playing Tatsugiri as my engine due to the fact that we have to clog up our bench with balloons. We don't really have room to play like the Dunsparce or Dracloak or anything like that. Tatsu makes sense. Lillie is nice in the deck too as an early game draw supporter. I am playing Fez and Clefairy. I mean, we need the Clefairy still because it allows us to attack Dragon Pokemon for weakness, but also Clefairy is a decent attacker in the deck. We can build it up technically, so if the option to use Clefairy does come up, the option is there to use it, and then we have Fez just for late game draw. Sometimes you need Fezandipiti to bail you out of a tricky spot. I'm still playing a couple Bravery Charms. If we do have to bench Fez or Clefairy, we can always charm them, so it's not as bad about having them in play, but also just you want to put them on your Drifloon, because you can't always evolve your Drifloon into Drifblim, and then you can always charm it. One thing I will say, you could maybe put a redeemable ticket in here, because you could prize a Drifloon, and then you're doing 150 damage, so it's really important to have 4 Drifloon in play to do the max damage and get the max amount of spread off with the attack, so you could definitely try out maybe 1 copy of a redeemable ticket in here if you want. Other than that, though, I think the deck is pretty cool. Definitely a lot of fun to play and makes for a pretty cool, spooky ghost deck here for Halloween. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. All right, my opponent's got Dunsparce. We can Poffin and get more balloons. We did prize a Drifloon. Good to know. All right, that sucks. Yeah, prizing a Drifloon is unfortunate for sure. So we're limited to how much damage we can do technically, which kind of sucks. We can do 150 damage, not 200 damage. It's kind of a big difference depending on what this matchup is. We do have Iono in hand. We got Ooh, the Artazon donation's good. We can get a, what's his face down? Get a Munkidori on the board. Let's see what they are playing here, though. Budu, that doesn't give me much info. Ichibalin is interesting. Hilda. Is it Alakazam? It might be Alakazam. I don't think it's obviously not Dragapult. Not sure. It's got to be Alakazam. Now, if it is Alakazam, I mean, realistically, we can win the prize trade pretty easily. Okay, what's our top deck? Not a Drifblim. Okay, so we'll grab Monkey. The Drifblims are all in there. 4 of them are in the deck. Hopefully, we can find ourselves a Drifblim here. Let's see. Iono and a Drifblim one time. Give me a balloon. No. Rip. All right, we got Tatsugiri for next turn, though. Well, we can Balloon Blast for the knockout next turn. Could go into Tatsu here. Like, probably pretty good. We have Air Balloon in hand. Let's do this. Let's pass. Yeah, not taking the first prize is unfortunate, depending on the matchup. I could Mind Bend next turn, knock out Buddy that way. I might just Mind Bend, to be honest. We'll see. I'm assuming this is Alakazam. It's the only thing I can think of. Because, like, what else would this realistically be, right? Yeah, it's Alakazam. I was right. Depending on if they play Togekiss or not, it's pretty important to take the first prize. Because then we can easily prize race them with our Drifblims. Because Drifblim can one-shot Alakazam. But we need to kill this Budu. It's very annoying we got Itchy Pollen and we didn't find Drifblim. Even if we did, we didn't get Iono, didn't do it anyways. We're going to have to get our own Lillie here. Or maybe just Boss the Abra and Mind Bend it. That'd be pretty good. So yeah, we're looking for Lillie or Boss. One of those 2 cards is pretty good in this situation. I guess I should Artazon to thin out the deck by another card. Let's get a second Monkey. Well, I don't even need 2 Munkidoris. I feel like Relicanth's just better at that point. And let's get another Monkey, I guess. Whatever, sure. I don't really need the Munkidori, but I'll just grab it anyways to thin out the deck. And we'll hopefully rip a good supporter here. We got Research. Research I'll have to do. I don't really need most of these tools anyways. Pretty redundant, so it's like fine. Yeah, we can afford to lose a Brave Bangle. I'm not going to lose sleep over Brave Bangle getting discarded. But we still do not find a thing. We still don't get a Drifblim. Oh my goodness. What is going on? It's crazy, bro. Where my balloons at? That kind of sucks. It's actually not good we didn't get Drifblim there. Hopefully my opponent doesn't have Rare Candy Alakazam here. Because what I can do is I can take a 2-prize turn next turn by going Boss plus attach Psychic Energy, Mind Bend, kill Dunsparce or Abra or something. And then we can Adrenabrain kill the Budu. It's very unfortunate, though. We can't find any of our Drifblims. Did a lot of digging, too. All right, let's see if they have Rare Candy Kazam. Rare Candy Alakazam would not be good. Because if they take the first prize, it might be hard to prize race them at this point in the game. So hopefully they don't got it like that. Let's see what they find here. No, Kazam, please don't do it. Great Ball. There's Kadabra. All right, what else do you got here, buddy? They have 8 cards. 10 cards. I guess they can't Rare Candy anymore because I already benched 2 Abras, right? No? I don't know. All right, well. Yeah, they got 1 Abra on the board. Okay, they don't got it. We're chilling, bro. Are they going to Itchy Pollen me? Here's the question. They actually shouldn't Itchy Pollen because then I'm going to knock them out with the Adrenabrain. Okay. Bet. They Itchy Pollen me. Broken deck. Okay, what's our top deck looking like? Tulip is okay. All right, so we can just do this. Boss. Doesn't matter if I go after Dunsparce or Abra. I mean, I guess I want to take out their Abras. It's like probably... I don't think it actually matters what I kill there, but we'll take out one of these. Boop. Kill the Budu. I said kill the Budu. There we go. Knock that thing out. Balloon off the prizes? Nope. Okay. I got another chance to get another Drifloon here. Because we don't really need the Munkidoris. They're kind of useless in this matchup. So let's just kill the Abra. Prize number 6 is a Drifloon. Right? No. It's a boss. That's a pretty good prize, so I will happily take a boss's order. That's pretty good. Okay. we've taken the first 2 prizes. Depending on whether or not my opponent is playing Togekiss or Legacy Energy, this is actually pretty relevant to have taken the first 2 prizes. And now we just have to try to prize race them via Drifblim. The problem is we cannot find a Drifblim. So this could be a little challenging. We'll see what happens. I can't really do everything forever with Munkidori. Munkidori's value has diminished. Unless my opponent bosses me this turn or counter catchers me, we can still go boss Mind Bend, kill an Abra, kill Dunsparce, but I don't want to do that. I want to Drifblim immediately and start setting up damage on the board. We're going to have to try to get a Lillie here or research off of Tatsugiri, I think. It's going to have to be the plan. I think I'm going to have to go for that route. Okay, they have Dawn. Yo, Dawn and Alakazam is kind of sick, actually. That's just 10 times better than Hilda, right? Unless you're... Well, even if you play Enriched Energy, Dawn is still pretty good. I definitely got to try Alakazam with Dawn, actually. Dawn and Wonder Patch. Don't forget about Wonder Patch. Yo, Alakazam got some insane upgrades, bro. Dawn and Wonder Patch. Bro, this thing might be cooking. Dawn and Wonder Patch actually seem pretty broken in Alakazam. I'm not going to lie. I kind of want to try that now for a video. Okay, so... Drifblim top deck is optimal. We're going to have to try to get a Lillie here. We should probably get a Lillie. We haven't seen one yet. It's a good chance we do get a Lillie off Tatsu. And then hopefully Lillie gets us Drifblim. Or we draw that. All right, that works too. All right, finally we got ourselves a Drifloon. Or Drifblim, whatever it's called. I kind of want to just keep the hand now. We're never getting Iono'd. We have Tulip. I might as well just hold the hand. I don't think we're ever getting our hand disrupted, which is nice. So... I mean, we have Max Rod, too, and stuff. Play Arven. Maybe grab, like, Vessel... I don't think it actually matters, so I grab here. Let's grab, like, Wonder Patch, Bravery Charm. Everyone explode now. Yeah, we could just Tulip. I think Tulip is pretty good here. We just need to make sure we're chaining attacks every single turn. All right. Drifloon number 4. Let's see it. Nope. Fez, I mean, meh, don't really want you in play, buddy. You're not very good at the moment. Okay, they have 13 cards. Like, basically, this comes down to whether or not they have a way to cheat extra prizes. Because as long as we can loop... Maybe actually, you know what? I should have grabbed Max Rod off the Arven now that I think about it. But whatever. As long as Tatsu's getting Arven, it's not a big deal. Basically, my point is, as long as we can loop an attack every turn, we should be able to, like, hopefully win the game this way. They need to have a way to cheat prizes via... Well, even Legacy Energy at this point is too late to use. Because they'll use it, I'll knock it out, and then it'll not proc. So even the Legacy Energy kind of is redundant at this point. So we'll see what else I have here. We can also... Well, they're bossing. They're going to kill my monkey. Interesting. Yeah, see, maybe I should have grabbed Max Rod, because I could have reestablished my Munkidori. That's fine. I didn't really think that far ahead. I thought for sure they were just going to kill Drifblim. They're basically... I think they're just trying to, like, walk into, like, a Drifblim knockout where I accidentally KO a Drifloon. That's probably what they're going for here, I'm assuming. It's fine. We can just Max Rod this time. Which I'll probably end up doing. Hopefully. I'm like regretting not getting Max Rod there off the Arven. What's our top deck? Another Psychic Energy? Alrighty then. Let's see what we get off this. Got Lillie. That's fine. We just hit him with the old everyone explode now. We can thin out Relicanth, I guess, while we're at it. We might as well get the Relicanth out of the deck. Still have 3 Drifblims in there. Alright, everyone explode now. Yeah, as long as we're doing 150 damage consistently, it's all good. We can prize race Drifloon number 4. Hey, there he is. I don't know if do I even want to bench at this point? I don't really need 4 Drifloon. It's kind of redundant. And like I said, my opponents maybe one Hail Mary is if they have a way to take extra prizes, or if they have a way, like somehow I accidentally knock out a Drifloon. Yeah, I should have Arven for Max Rod. That was 100% a misplay last turn. I should have Arven for Max Rod. Alright, well, let's see what they got. I mean, they can attack every turn. It's just literally whether or not they have a way to take prizes, extra prizes. I don't think they do. Now, speaking of Max Rod, they also play Max Rod as their A-Spec. Look at that. We're Max Rod gang. Okay, but now the problem is like, I don't think they have a Togekiss or a Legacy Energy in the deck. I don't think they have any way to stop me from just taking the extra prizes. I don't even have to go Drifblim here. We just like Drifloon them again. We just go Drifloon twice and we win the game that way. It's probably game over as long as we can set up a checkmate with 2 Drifloon. Don't know if they can really win the game at this rate. Yeah, this game might just be over, unfortunately, for my opponent. But let's see. They have 20 cards. Whatever they want to do, they can do. Like, they're doing 400 damage right now to my Drifblim. We can Tulip here. I'm just going to do this. I'm not even going to bother. Well, we're just Tuliping, right? So, what do we draw? The Vessel. All right, let's Tulip. Yeah, they just concede. I was just going to go Drifloon twice. Just knock them out. Really not much they can do if I do that. Took a while to knock out that Budu, but thankfully we got the first prize or two, which kind of seals the deal in this match. They didn't play Togekiss, right? So that was good. All right, we hit Mega Lucario. We are hitting a lot of fighting decks, but this matchup is like pretty easy, I want to say. I mean, okay, they have a lot of one prizers they can technically use. It's not free, but like if they ever put a Mega Lucario into play, it is getting completely destroyed by Drifblim. Like absolutely just blown up. Now, we would need Brave Bangle or all Drifblims in play, but this matchup is about as good as you could get, to be honest. But they do have a lot of one-prize attackers, maybe, if they can use the rocks and stuff. We prized a Drifloon, so see, right off the bat, we can't one-shot a Lucario now with Drifblim, so we have to find Brave Bangle to do so, which is thankfully in the deck. All right, Lillie. Let's see what we can do here. All right, we got the Brave Bangle. We got Artazon. We can get out a third Drifloon, I guess. It's actually a pretty good hand. We're able to clap back next turn. Track customers, please give me a supporter. Iono is good. All right, I'll take it. This hand's actually pretty solid. Pass? Maybe could have played the Brave Bangle on one of the Drifloons, just to, or the Bravery Charm, sorry. All right. They Iono me, it's kind of annoying. Iono knockout active kind of sucks. Then I lose my Drifblim Brave Bangle. It actually is a little awkward we prize a Drifloon. It is worst case scenario in this situation. I mean, eventually we can one-shot a Lucario with Drifloon. It's not that big of a deal, but we'll see if they have an Iono here. An Iono would be a little awkward. No Iono. Let's go. Just a Lillie. So we're guaranteed to knock out Lucario next turn, unless my opponent... I mean, I ain't Max Rodding, but if I have the Max Rod for this Drifloon... they go Hariyama, we'll see. See what they got. They got Soul Rock. See, I kill the Mega Lucario. I take 3 prizes, but then they can, like... I mean, they may concede, honestly, though. It's, like, pretty bad for my opponent if I knock out the Lucario. I wonder if they even know what Drifblim does. And not a lot of people do. Drifblim's, like, kept in secret. Yeah, if we knock this thing out, my opponent may just scoop. Oh, but they got the Hariyama. We can Rod, actually. Are they going after the Drifloon or the Monkey? The Drifloon? Okay, so they are going to kill the Drifloon. Are they going to discard any energy, though? They're not going to get a lot of value out of Aura Jab if they don't get that. No? Any energy for Lunar Cycle? No, no. Oh, no, there we go. See what else I have here. Another energy on the Riolu. I mean, we killed the Mega Lucario. They probably can't use another one. Like, this matchup is pretty good. It's one funny thing about playing Psychic decks. You just kind of farm Mega Lucario. It kind of sucks, but it's kind of how the boat floats. This is the only thing they really have. If they, like, I don't think they can attack that many times with a Soul Rock, though. I'm just going to go Drifloon. See what our top deck looks like. Bravery Charm. All right, let's go Drifblim. Attach. Super Rod. Literally just put Drifloon back in the deck. Artazon. Grab Drifloon. Brave Bangle. Wondrous Patch. Drifloon. Iono. See if we can find a Dark Energy. Oh, I already attached. Okay, we got another Drifblim. That's good. Didn't really get much else for next turn, but we have Tassu, so we'll figure it out. We'll knock out the Mega Lucario. Take our 3 prizes, which is the other thing, too. We're taking 3 prizes here, man. All right, 6, 4, and 3. Drifloon? Yeah, there we go. Sick. Like I said, my opponent might scoop. I would probably do the same, bro. If I got my Mega Lucario blown up by a Drifblim, I would maybe concede. We'll see what happens. My opponent can Iono, but we thankfully got the other Drifloon out of the prizes. So at least we can get a third one down. No, they went back into Mega Lucario. Do they have an Iono? And Iono is like the best thing they can play here. See, they have an Iono. But if I get 2 Drifblim out, or true Drifblim's back, I win. No Lillie. That's a Lillie. All right, I think that's just GG's. So my opponent did not go Soul Rock this turn. They opted for the Lucario, so looks like we're just taking back-to-back KOs here. I think we just have game in hand, right? We can just, like, Arven for Max Rod, guarantee 4 Drifloon outs, and then we just knock him out with everyone. Explode now for 200, 400 damage. The Hero's Cape Lucario survives the turn. No way, though. Yeah, they'd make a break. I mean, like, they go Soul Rock, knock me out there. Like, I have Boss in hand, too, so, like, that's pretty good. Like, not much they could have done, unfortunately. Just a bad matchup, but, you know, we take those. We gotta take those sometimes. Sometimes you just gotta take those. We even just have Tulip. Even better. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta take those. It is what it is. We take those, though, for sure, so... That's a victory. Bye-bye, Mega Lucario. Back-to-back KOs. Like, yeah, they go Soul Rock there. It's, like, fine. I killed the Soul Rock. As long as I'm, like, setting up my board and stuff and keeping my board good, I mean, there's really not much they can do. Because I can't really use another Mega Lucario because I would just win the game. We have a Garchomp deck. We have to be a little mindful of whether or not they're playing Munkidori. But we have all our Drifloons in there. We did prize a Drifblim. We have no Tatsugiris. Okay, wow. It's not good. Most supporters in there. Max Rod. The gang's all in there. All right. No Tatsu is unfortunate, though, for sure. I'll see how it goes. Our hand's decent. We can Iono next turn, and then Drifblim, and then hope for the best. Now, again, if they're playing Munkidori, this matchup becomes a little difficult. But hopefully we can do some crazy balloon plays. They got Arven here. We'll see what this gives them. Just curious to see if they have the thing in the deck or not. Trolley... They're playing Trolley. I have a feeling they're playing Munkidori. That's not good. Don't have the monkey, please. No monkeys. We need to set up our own Munkidori, too, actually. It sucks we didn't get energy attachment there. Okay, no monkey gets grabbed. That's a good sign. I'm fine with that. As long as there's no monkey shenanigans, it's all good. Hopefully we can kill the Gibble, too. But yeah, I think part of the game plan here is set up a Drifblim to one-shot a Garchomp. That's the plan. One-shotting Garchomp is pretty good. We'll see if we can do it. Can we ever do... Actually, I don't know if we can. 120 damage on a Drifloon. Maybe. Nah, we'll see. I could Arven here. I think we always Iono. Honestly, Lillie would be a little better to do here, in all honesty. Yeah, I'd like a Lillie, but we'll see. It sucks I had to prize the Tatsu, like I said, though. Let's see. Can we draw into something good? There's Lillie. I think it's okay to Lillie, right? Over Iono. I mean, what would theoretically be better? I don't want to give them more cards. I'm just going to Lillie. Nice. Didn't get a second or another Drifloon, though, but it's fine. I guess I got a Wonder Patch there. Probably was a little better to do that. We have Tulip for next turn, or we can Max Rod. We'll figure it out. We're taking the first prize. Now, let's see if we get Tatsugiri here off the prizes. Prize number 6. There he is. We got him. Got him. We needed that. See if they can knock me out here with Garchomp. Can they ever knock me out with Gabite? We have resistance to fighting, which helps, obviously. See, they have an energy in their hand. It's like the one thing Garchomp can sometimes struggle to do in the mid to late game is finding energy. They have the... Okay, they got the Gong. So they do have the attack. I'm just praying they don't have Munkidoris in the deck, basically, at this rate. So we can just kind of shred through their Garchomps here. That is the plan. We'll see if it's enough. I might have the Tulip here. We could Arven, actually. Max Rodding does feel kind of mid, but... Well, it depends on our top deck. Because, like, the thing with doing Arven is we actually get Air Balloon out of the deck. We can start attaching to Tatsugiri. That's why I'm, like, considering doing that. Doesn't seem like a bad idea, actually. We'll see, we'll see. They could Iono me, obviously, too, which would be a little awkward-ish. Yeah, they do have an Iono. They always got the Iono. All right, hopefully we can find Buddy Poffin here. Nice. Not a bad hand. I'll take it. I could Arven for Poffin, Balloon, Night Stretcher Drifblim. Yeah, maybe that's what we do. Yeah, that seems fine. We got him. That's fine with me. I actually don't mind taking the one prize, because, like, being on odd prize, he might be okay in this matchup, to be honest. We'll see. Okay. What's our top deck looking like? Okay, Ultra Ball's interesting. Plus Arven. Poffin Balloon. $150 and $200. No, but I have to do 200 damage back to back to knock this thing out. But I can always just two-shot with Drifloon if I can do more than... I see, this is... I guess... Should I just do this? Ultra Ball away, Wonder Patch, Lillie. That is kind of ballsy, but, like, as long as I get... Okay, I don't know if this might actually be a bad play. I don't know. This might actually just be a better play, though, because I need to hit 200. I need to do 200 damage. I can't actually two-shot the Garchomp without doing 200 damage, so I kind of have to do this. But that's fine, because we still have... I mean, they could punish me by bossing my Tasu, though. That's the only problem. But we're still two-shotting the Garchomp. I don't know. This might not have been the correct play, but... Maybe I should have ditched the Air Balloon. Actually, then maybe I shouldn't have grabbed Air Balloon. I should have grabbed, like, a different tool card, discarded that instead. Yeah, maybe I mismanaged that. It's just, we have to do 200 damage to this Garchomp, bro. It's too thick. If I hit for 150 there, it's not enough. And this guy doesn't do enough to knock it out either. It's only 180 damage. 180 doesn't kill the Garchomp. You can kind of see my dilemma. I mean, we just need to find an Arven or a Tulip here, and it's fine, right? Nah, we're chilling. We're chilling. We're fine, bro. We're fine. We'll see. They might go Tomb this turn. Which it looks like they are. But see, the problem with going Tomb for my opponent is I'm taking an extra prize. And I'm going still on even prizes. So, that's okay. Well, let's see. Do they have Boss? No, they have Arven. That's fine with me. What do they grab with this Arven? We could... Well, I mean, we might be in trouble if I whiff off Tasu. This is... I don't know. Should I have just kept the Lillie? Maybe I should have just ditched the Air Balloon, because we do have 2 Air Balloon in the deck. Maybe I should have got rid of the Air Balloon and kept the Lillie. Yeah, it's probably just better to do that, actually. This power weight kind of causes me too many issues. That's kind of the problem there. I don't know. Maybe I should have just got rid of the Air Balloon. And then just played the Lillie. But, like, this does potentially let us just get Arven or Tulip, which is what I need to, like, attack and kill the Spiritomb anyways. You know, so... What am I getting Wonder Patch soon, though, to build up Drifloon? Speak of the devil. All right, we need Tulip or Arven. There we go. See, we're chilling. We got the Tulip. It's all good. We're chilling. We're chilling. I'm trying to think. Do I want to Wonder Patch anything here? I'm not sure. I don't know what my next turn is going to look like. I may just save that. I don't even know if I should have evolved, actually. I probably shouldn't have, because I might have to evolve the other Drifloon here, because it's going to get knocked out if I do another Everyone Explode now. So I probably should have waited. What's our prize? Buddy Poffin? Yeah, maybe I should have waited. I don't know. I should have waited to evolve this. I want to get Munkidori in play, too, so I can get more damage on the board. Munkidori would be nice here. Yeah, it'd be nice to get a Munkidori down. Night Stretcher. Are they going Tomb again? I mean, realistically, it helps our prize trade, because it can come down to a boss, basically, right? We go Knockout Tomb, Knockout Garchomp. So it could work out. Knockout Tomb, knock out a Wonder Prizer again, and then just kill this guy for a game with, like, Gust. So, we'll see. This game will probably come down to a Gust. The classic. Comes down to a boss's order. I should have waited to evolve. This is why I want to get Munkidori in play, though, because I can Adrenabrain and heal this, and then it won't get knocked out by Everyone Explode now, which would be nice. That's why I want to do that, because, yeah, they're just going to go Drifloon or Spiritomb again. Yeah, getting a Monkey down would be pretty good, in all honesty, now that I think about it. Let's see what they're able to do here. It looks like we're just going to see him go Tomb again. They go to 3. I go Knockout Tomb. I go to 3. Yeah, this game will probably just come down to us bossing Garchomp for a game, I think. If they Turo it or something, it's pretty bad. I don't know if they have a Turo, though, but... Yeah, this game probably comes down to us just gusting this Garchomp and knocking it out. It's most likely what the game will come down to, is to kill this guy. I'll see if we can do it. Tasu's got to bail us out. This would be a good time to get another Tulip or Max Rod. Okay. What do we got going on? I don't think I can get a Monkey off this turn, which kind of sucks. There's CC. That's good. We got Arven. Got these two. Play the Max Rod. Leave the Psychic Energy in the discard is fine. Evolve this. Because now if we get Relicanth, this Drifblim does even more damage, which is good. So it kind of works out. Yeah, it kind of works. It works. Just debating what I want to do. Maybe I should have played the Wonder Patch on this, actually. That was probably a misplay. Am I ever killing Garchomp this turn? Because then they're forced to go into another Garchomp. Yeah, I think we take out the Garchomp. Well, my opponent could knock me out with Gabite, but that's fine, yeah. Because they can't go Spiritomb again next turn and knock me out. Because there's no damage on the board. So I like this. All right, 1 in 5. What do you got? Artazon is good. That can get me Relicanth, which is kind of what I need. Because they never played their own Artazon. All right, we'll see if we can win this game. They go Garchomp. How much damage does this guy do? If we go attach Wonder Patch to Drifblim on the bench, how much is it doing? Is it doing enough is the question. 120 times. I gotta pull up the calculator on this one. My Drifloon math is kind of awkward. 120 times 30. No, it's only 360 damage. So I can't kill Garchomp with this guy. So I have no way to one-shot a Garchomp. Okay, good to know. The only way I could is if I had a Hero Escape on that, or if I monkeyed earlier in the game, we would have maybe been able to one-shot this. Okay, that's fine. This game now comes down to us gusting twice, though, so that's good. So it's looking like it's decent, as long as they don't randomly play like a Turo. All right. It's fine with me. What's our top deck? Psychic Energy? Sure. All right, so I know I saw a Relicanth in there. Yeah, good. Okay. So we can go Wonder Patch attached to the Drifblim on the bench. We can then copy Drifloon's attack. Pray this gets us a Lillie at least. Or Research. That works too. Research is even better. So I'm obviously not going to bench Clefairy. Cool. Another Drifblim. I don't think it matters where I put this. Does it? Still have another Wonder Patch. Theoretically, this guy can still do some damage. Let's put that there. I just need Boss next turn, right? You just need Boss next turn, I win. Could get Iono, so I should probably keep that in the hand. I want to keep the Psychic Energy in the deck. So I go Boss, Drifblim, 100. So this should just guarantee a knockout no matter what. Okay, Balloon Blast, 360. Somehow not enough to kill a Garchomp, but it's fine. See, if we played Tool Scrapper, we maybe could have killed the Garchomp. I'm not playing Tool Scrapper in this deck, though, but I don't know. Am I teching for Garchomp? Maybe. I might have to start teching for Garchomp, but this is how it's going to go. They have to just go Tomb Knockout, and then I just got to basically hope we hit Boss's Order here. Well, come down to Boss. They could Iono me, which is pretty bad. I had to go Drifblim there, though, because I couldn't... I would knock myself out if I did another Explode now, so I had to go Drifblim. All right, well, this is down to whether or not, basically, we find Boss. Yeah, and there's Iono. That's what I was worried about. We can still get Fezandipiti. We don't have Counter Catcher anymore, which is a problem. I didn't get the Boss. Ooh. Oh, don't let it end like this, man. If I get Boss off Tassu, we could trap Roserade, maybe. Is that going to do anything? Probably not, but maybe it works. Yeah, not even Counter Catcher really sucks. How many Lillie? They haven't even played that many. I don't know. We trap Roserade next turn, hope for the best. Unless my top deck isn't it. If I draw an energy, we can still win the game. That's why I kept the other Psychic Energy in the deck. I should have Super Rotted 2 energy back in the deck. I should have played the Super Rod preemptively last turn. I kind of misplayed that. We hit Research, but that's not Boss. All right, Boss off this. Okay. My only Hail Mary is to trap Roserade. This is all I can do. If I had Dark Energy, we even could have, like, went Adrenabrain here and maybe 1 and 2 turns. That's unfortunate. Not much else I can do. There's nothing to go into. Everything gets knocked out. I just pass, hope they don't have an energy. This isn't really enough. If I had Adrenabrain here, we maybe could have won the game, because I could have set up Garchomp to get KO'd. So let me just pray that this sticks. I don't think it's going to stick, but we'll see. They are down 6 energy, though, so we'll see. And it didn't stick. We have Raging Bolt. Unfortunately, we opened Clefairy, but not so unfortunately, we did get a Tasu top deck, which kind of bails me out. This matchup should be pretty easy. I mean, Clefairy obviously is pretty good to have him play in general, because we can hit for weakness, but we kind of got bailed out here by drawing the Tasu there, I would say. Let's see if we can rip a Lillie. I'd probably rather play that in this situation. No, we get a boss. Just going to pray they don't knock me out turn 1. I maybe could have left Clefairy in the active, but there's no point of leaving my Clefairy in the active. Actually, it kind of sucks we didn't have a Wonder Patch Psychic Energy combo there. We could have Wonder Patch to the Drifloon or the Clefairy to build it up. We'll see if they can knock out my Tatsugiri this turn. They just need a Sada. One of those 4 cards is a Sada. It's pretty good. They aren't Artizoning. Interesting. Okay, they're not using that. I don't know if they have Owls or not. If they're not playing Owls, this matchup is even better. But let's see. Because they could have got like Baby Raging Bolt or Slitherwing or something out of the deck there. So I'm surprised they didn't play the Artazon. I mean, hopefully they whiff. Ideally, they do whiff so I can buy another turn. Because then I have a 2-prizer on the board, bro. It's not looking good. Even though the prize trade is like pretty favored for us overall. But it's just like, this guy kind of complicates things. I mean, I kind of need the Clefairy, though. Like, I guess I do need it because I kind of need it to one-shot Raging Bolt. Now they have Fan Rotom. But see, now they use it. They could have Artazon first, and then Thinned Out, and then Teal Danced. I mean, or they just have Sada in their hand and is, like, never punished. Cause, oh, they can Fan Rotom me for a knockout. It's kind of annoying, actually. We do get Counter Catcher. I don't think I want to play it, though. No, they're not going... I mean, do they have Sada? Are they Burst Roy? Is their hand that? But no way their hand is bad. They have Fan Rotom. I'm confused. They could have Fan Rotom my Tasu. Okay, yeah, of course they had Sada. Well, hopefully we can... See, the problem is I don't feel confident in Iono's hit rate here. Which is not ideal. I'm not very confident in the Iono hit rate. I don't know if I'm getting... I don't know if I'm getting Drifblim. I guess we'll find out. I'm surprised they're not Fan Rotoming before they're drawing cards. It doesn't make any sense to me not to do that. And they're not even grabbing 3 Pokemon. Alrighty then. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to be able to kill the Bolt this turn. It's kind of an issue. Not being able to kill the Bolt is kind of funny. But turn 1 attacks are pretty good. I mean, I had to go Tasu, but... See, because I left Clefairy in the active, they would have had the knockout. They could have Prime Catcher in hand and they could knock out Clefairy. That'd be pretty funny if they did that. Not really. I would not appreciate that. Hopefully we can kill the Bolt in return. Arven wouldn't get me there because I don't have an energy. Because I could get Brave Bangle and only 1 Drifloon. Or Buddy Poffin. Okay, what's our top deck? Okay, there we go. That's definitely a step in the right direction. Thin that out. Okay, we need a good Iono here. Let's see if we can find energy and stuff. No, but I whiffed Drifloon. Well, actually, did I... If I had Vessel, I guess I had the knockout last... I had the knockout in that previous hand, didn't I? I think I might have just misplayed there. I think I had the kill in the last hand. Yeah, I think I did, now that I think about it. Alright. I might have been a misplay. Damn it. 200 damage. Not enough to kill Bolt. But also whiffing. I maybe should have... The reason I Artazon, though, is to, like, guarantee that I had a better hand. But maybe I should have Artazon first. Maybe I did misplay that. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not really still feeling, like, super threatened or anything. It just sucks that I whiffed the knockout there. And there's the Stadium Bump. I was waiting for that. There's Baby Raging Bolt. Koraidon. The whole gang pulled up. I want to try to use Monkey in this matchup. I don't even know if I can bench it, though. Well, we don't need that many Drifloons, to be fair. Okay, they don't really have much else going on in the hand, so that's good. They have to get rid of 2 energy still to kill my Drifblim. Okay. So we can guarantee Tatsugiri to attack here, which is good. Yeah, I don't think Monkey is that relevant. If I go, like, yeah, I'm not going to bother going Monkey in this situation. Doesn't seem that great. Okay, let's see what our draw is going to be. Pretty good. Or Wonder Patching for sure. No, Vessel Away Monkey. We have Tulip, it's fine. We can afford to get rid of some of the energies. There we go. I was like, just give me a Lillie's determination. Alright, Lillie, let's see. We need to find Drifloons. Oh my god. Why did I not get a Drifloon off that? What the heck? That is a... Does Buddy Poffin exist? Apparently not. What? How? That is so bad. Okay, I still maybe have a chance to win the game, though. I can take a 2-prize with Clefairy next turn. Still nothing good off the prizes. What is this? I should have ballooned the Tasu. I don't think we're going to get Iono, though. We might. I should have ballooned the Tasu. Kind of just tilted and didn't bother doing that. Because I didn't get a Buddy Poffin. I'm not going to Poffin there is insane. How have I not seen one yet? Oh, man. That's not good. Okay, well, like I said, I can still maybe take a KO Clefairy next turn, and then I can just try to go Drifblim for game. So I can still technically win the game. I'm not out of the game yet. Maybe. Because we can still take 2 prizes with Clefairy next turn. Kill their Teal Mask, probably. Yeah, we can still win this. Thankfully, Clefairy, at least... Actually, maybe starting Clefairy wasn't so bad. Because we ain't finding our Buddy Poffins, bro. Buddy Poffin is apparently non-existent in this situation. So, a Wondrous Patch would be a really good top deck here, so I can Poffin. Or getting Poffin itself would be a good top deck. That is not a Buddy Poffin, bruh. Because I have the Clefairy in play, I can't really afford to, like... I think I just gotta go in and just kill the Teal Mask. Killing Teal Mask here is actually really good, though. Do I have a knockout, though? Am I short a Pokemon? $40, $60, $80, $100, $40, $60, $80, $100, $120, $140, $160, $180. Bro, I don't even have a KO, though, on the Teal Mask. Oh, my goodness, bro. What is this game? There's nothing to trap with Counter Catcher either. I mean, and they have Fan Rotom. Okay, maybe we're not going Clefairy then. Okay, hold up. I'm going to do this. I need a Wondrous Patch. If I had Wondrous Patch, we could have gotten the KO. My goat is prized, though. Depends what's in their hand. I'm going to do this. I'm going to push Relicanth in the active and pass and hope that they can't knock it out. If my opponent takes a prize this turn, I think we lose because they can just eventually boss Clefairy for game. That sucks, man. Just super unfortunate draws on our end. Still winnable, though. If my opponent doesn't take a prize, I can knock out this next turn with Clefairy, take 2, and then I can maybe still win. So I'm still actually in a fine spot if my opponent does not take 2 prizes. Diabolical Poffin whiff, though, man. Oh, my gosh. They get to draw a card here. It's not good. If they find a Noctowl, we're cooked. Well, even if I don't think they find a Noctowl, it's not that bad, actually. We'll see. I mean, we still have Iono Counter Catcher on it. Maybe we can still win with Clefairy being on the board if my opponent takes a prize this turn. It's just harder to do that, though. Like, we're really praying that something good happens if that is the case. We'll see what they got. Baby Raging Bolt can't take any prizes. They try to hit a Drifloon to set it up to KO. I can just, like, evolve it or Bravery Charm it, and then it's, like, out of range. No, they have Iron Leaves. Okay. Well, actually, you know what? Still not in a bad spot. No, it is pretty bad, though. Iron Leaves is not ideal. So, yeah, like I said, I did not want them to take a prize this turn, and they did. Now what do I do? I can't take a prize with Drifblim, can I? No, I could. We could take a prize with Drifblim here, and then Iono them. That's the only... Might be my only out to winning this. I think it is. Iono knockout leaves with Drifblim. Can we do it, though? That'll be the main question. Because I could also go... I mean, I think I just got to go for it. Now that the more I think about it, the more I'm like, yeah, I kind of just have to go for it, don't I? Yeah. I don't think I do anything else. I think it has to just be the Iono. If I just go Arven for Poffin, knockout Iron Leaves, then my opponent goes Noctowl crazy and wins on my Clefairy. So I think I just have the Iono and pray. We need a Buddy Poffin here. Alright, sick. We got the knockout. My opponent can still technically win, though, in a couple turns. Because they're going to attack with... Well, no, they can't... Oh, they could go Baby Raging Bolt, though, and take a prize. Okay, this game is actually not over yet. We need to find Counter Catcher now. Let's see what our 2 prizes are. Okay, not bad. Counter Catcher went to the bottom of the deck, though. This is still actually really bad, now that I think about it. Because they can still take a prize with Baby Bolt. But that's if they find an energy, though. Like, they need a Lightning, and there's 2 used up. They could get a Sada. I guess we'll see. They also could win this turn still. It's not out of the pot. It's still possible to win. It's just more unlikely that they win this turn. Counter Catcher went to the bottom of the deck. But it shuffled, so maybe it's okay. I can't... The problem is, too, I can't do Tatsugiri again. So I can't dig for boss here. Otherwise, I would, but I can't. Fortunately, they just... Yeah, they drew pretty well. That Iono didn't really do much. Yeah, just within 1 turn of attacking there, I think kind of just screwed me over, man. It's not looking too good, man. Because if I knock out this guy, like, then the Fan Rotom can come in and kill me, and then I just lose. I have to win this turn. You have to win this turn. There's nothing else I can do. Hopefully they knock out my active. If they knock out my active, I actually have a chance to win. Please knock out my active. If they knock out my active, I actually could still win the game. I don't think they're gonna, but hopefully they do knock out my active here. Please just knock out my active. Knock out my active. Please knock out my active. Knock out the Drifblim, I dare you, bro. Yes, okay, this is fine. Because I can still kill Mew, or I can use Clefairy for game. Sick. I needed them to do that. I'm still in the game. Let's see what our draw is going to look like. Not what I wanted. Okay. We can get Fez. Safe to mention. Am I just going for a Clefairy for game at this point? Because if I go... I think I just got to go for the Clefairy. Clefairy counter catcher play, or Clefairy boss. I need to find Wondrous Patch. I think I just go in with Clefairy and hope for the best. All right, bail me out. Nope. We got boss. But I can't... Oh, they don't have a Raging Bolt. If they had a Raging Bolt in play, I would have knocked it out in 1. Fudge. Well, counter catcher Wondrous Patch. That's all I can do. There's no other play I have. It's got to be the counter catcher Wondrous Patch play. All right, here we go. Yes, we hit it. Oh my god, I'm a sack. That was my only way I was going to win this game. That's crazy. We pulled it off. Let's go. Oh my gosh. Now it's not so bad that I started Clefairy. Look at that. Now starting the Clefairy wasn't so bad after all. Wow, we barely scraped through. We had some pretty poor draws. Like, we just could not find Buddy Poffin. We had all the Drifloons in there. We just couldn't find Poffin. There you go. That is the Bad Deck Friday Halloween special Drifblim deck. Pretty fun deck to play, and Wondrous Patch is definitely a nice upgrade to the deck for sure, because it allows you to be a little bit more versatile with your Drifloons. Using Balloon Blast for big KOs is part of the core strategy of this deck. Still gotta be Bad Deck Friday, though, because you still kind of struggle against decks that can, like, spam spread, like Munkidori and Dragapult, obviously. At the end of the day, you're still not beating Dragapult and Gardevoir, but overall, the deck is still pretty sick regardless, and it makes for a pretty good Halloween special deck here using these ghostly balloon Pokemon. The Max Rod felt cool. I don't know if, like, maybe Heroescape is better. Like, it would allow you to actually do more Drifloon. We could play Luxcape in the deck, but I don't want to give up 2 prizes very easily. That's why I'm not playing Luxcape. The Munkidoris are nice. We didn't really use them as much as I thought we would have, but I think the Munkidoris are still very important to play in this deck regardless, because you can heal your Drifloons, you can do more damage. Monkey does make sense, especially because you do have a way to get extra energy into play with Wondrous Patch, so you can afford to usually attach for Adrenabrain and all that stuff. But that'll be for me on the Drifblim deck. If you enjoyed the video here for the Halloween Bad Deck Friday special, leave a like on the video. If you're new to the channel, subscribe down below. We're on the road to 90K/100,000 subs. If you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, make sure to subscribe down below. I'd really appreciate it. Check out my sponsors down below. Use code LittleDarkFury. Check out my second channel for even more content from me too. And I'll see you on another video very soon. Bye-bye.